Well, hello. Today is Thursday, September 2nd, and we do have some birthdays today. Always nice to start a day off with a song, eh? Well, I'm not Canadian though, but I said A in support of my Canadian friends. But today is Carletta Pretty's birthday, Priddy. Carletta, it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Carletta. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, it's quite breezy today, so I'm hoping that my microphone's not picking up too much of the swooshing sound. We'll see. But it's also Sarah's birthday today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sarah. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And today, over at Smack Vision, it's the twins' 16th birthday. I can't remember who I sang to first last year. I think I sang to Bella first last year. So I'm going to sing to Tori first this year. We'll see. Hopefully next year I get it right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tori. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And we can't forget your sister Bella. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bella. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope both of you have a great 16th birthday. I know you're planning on going out to eat. And I saw your balloons, your 16 balloons. So hopefully you have a really great day. Also, I meant to ask yesterday and I completely forgot, and I so apologize to Becky Fisher. But her husband's in the hospital. He just had surgery and she's asking for some prayers for her husband. So Becky, if you could pray for Becky's husband, I really appreciate it. And Becky, I'm so sorry that I forgot to include you yesterday in my prayer request, but I did include you in my prayers yesterday, so you get some prayers at least. But I've had a busy morning so far. I went to the eye doctor, got my eyes examined. My prescription changed ever so slightly, but he said that I'll notice things a little bit crisper, but I could still wear my other these glasses still. He said that just that, like if you're driving, you might notice that you can read the signs a little bit better with the new ones, but he said that these aren't going to make that much difference. I find with myself that whatever glasses I put first thing in the morning, my eyes adjust to those, because I have, like, from my last prescription, I still wear those too. I do like a little bit of variety. But from there I went to, I didn't get my glasses from them because I remember I complained all year. If you didn't, maybe you didn't pay attention, but I complained all year because they smudge very easy. They're very hard to keep clean. I like the olden days when you could just use a dollar bill and that worked perfect. You can't do that anymore. But they give you a cloth, and it just, I didn't like them. They put some kind of anti-reflective thing on there, which I don't like. But I know they put it on even though I told them not to. I could tell. So I went to my old place where I used to go over at, it's called Lens Boutique in Sterling Heights. It's on 19 and Hayes. Recommend them. So I went and I picked out 2 pair of glasses. I picked out a pair of blue glasses and a pair of tortoise glasses. And I almost I came this close to getting some that were gray. I really liked it, but I kind of blended it kind of with my gray hair. It just kind of, but I did like them, and the person that was helping me, he liked them too. But even with my insurance, I'm paying quite a bundle, so I'm thinking, nah, we're going to have a really good deductible on our medical insurance this year, so Jim and I are trying to get everything in this year because we've already met our deductible, and we have more than enough to claim it on our income tax next year between his teeth, and then he's going to have his bunions removed. So we're trying to get all of our medical things in before the end of the year so we can claim them on our income tax this year. So I picked those out, and they said it'll be like a week to 10 business days. Well, Monday's Labor Day, so that's going to kind of throw a crimp in it. So, but I'm hoping that probably by the 15th I'll have my new glasses. We'll see about that. And then from there I went to the library, and I've got 2 books. I got one of my favorite authors. You know what? Now that I'm seeing the title, I think I've read this one. And look at the title, Fool Me Once. I do think I've read this one before because the title sounds so familiar, but although I read the description, it didn't sound familiar. It was printed in 2016, so I might be skimming past that one pretty quick. And then I got another book called Tell No One. And I think this is the one I'm going to start with. But we're going to read those two. I did try to get Carrie from Weight Watchers with Carrie recommended The Good Girl by Mary Kubia, Kubia, and Pretty Little Wife by Darby Kane. I had to order them. And then I had one of my subscribers, I will put her name right here, recommend Extraordinary Life of Sam Hell by Robert Dugani. I had to order that too. So I had to order these 3 books. So I'll let you know when I start reading them. I always like good recommendations for books. I really do. I didn't... oh, and then I went by the post office. Kim Bedgood had messaged me on Facebook to say that she got a notification from Amazon that my package was delivered. I went over there and there was no package, Kim, and I asked at the counter and they couldn't find one. So it could be anywhere in my post office, because let me tell you, we have a notoriously weird post office. They finally put a self-serve little kiosk in there where you can buy your stamps so you don't have to stand in line. I never understood why they never had that, because they don't have enough help, which is true of everywhere. They don't have enough help. But I got some mail. Let me show you my mail. So we'll see what I got. Because somebody's birthday's coming up next week. Anyway. Oh, how pretty. See how pretty. And my flowers, I'm going to have to start scraping them around. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sandy. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Love and hugs. Sparkling Susan. I knew she was singing it to me. That's why I had to sing it to you too. Well, thank you, Susan. Hopefully you and Sue Slims Down and me can get together, because she lives in Ohio. She doesn't live that far from me. So we'll see what this one is. Ta-da, another birthday card. Birthdays help us slow down. They help us press pause on our busy lives, catch our breath, and look around at where we are. They remind us to appreciate how far we've come and invite us to renew our dreams for the years ahead. Very good. I like that sentiment. It's a Starbucks. How did you know it was my favorite? Wishing you happy memories of birthdays gone by and sweet moments to create today, and wonderful times to share with those who mean the most to you in the future. Happy birthday. Cha-cha-cha. Hope you have a wonderful birthday. You are the best. Nancy Who, 52. Well, thank you, Nancy. I am going to definitely think of you when I'm drinking my Starbucks drinks, because I love my... And you know, I don't go there for the coffee. I'm one of these weirdos that doesn't go there for the coffee. You think I would... But you know what? They have really good thirst quenchers. And their tea is very good, too. I have gotten their tea. Because I am on plan now. I really am on plan. And as for my theme today, it's to, what did I wrote it down even, to stop focusing on what I have to give up and focus instead on what I have to gain. If you saw my highlights earlier, they were bad. I gained 2.2 pounds. I really thought I was going to gain a pound, but I kind of was surprised at the 2.2. And that put me at 71 pounds. You know, remember, does anybody remember? Because I remember when I said, you know what, I'm never going to get under 80 pounds. Well, oh my goodness, I'm almost in the 60s now. Oh, I worked so hard to get to the 95 pounds. So right now I'm focusing on, not so much on what I have to give up, but what I can gain. Because I can gain my goals, achieve my dreams of getting to the 100-pound loss, getting to Wonderland. I can achieve all of that if I stop thinking so much on what I'm giving up. Because I'm not really giving up anything. I really am not. I can have whatever I want, but for some reason, these last months, almost this whole year, I'm thinking, you know what, I don't want to give that up. I don't want to give that up. But you know what? I don't have to give it up. I just have to learn, or not so much learn, remember. Remember how I did it in the past 4 years. Because in the past, well, 3.5. The past 3.5 years, I was able to incorporate anything I wanted to eat in my diet and lose weight, but for some way I got off track. I don't know why. I don't know how it happened. I don't know why it happened, but I think that I don't know. I just know that my life is more important what's going ahead, not what's behind me. I can't keep looking back. And I think what I'm doing is I'm looking back to see, well, you know, you got to 96 point something pounds. You got almost to Wonderland. Looking back is not going to change the fact. I have to start looking ahead. You're going to get to 100 pounds. You're going to get to Wonderland. You have to start focusing on looking ahead. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start focusing my stuff on looking ahead. And just realizing that I can't avoid the reality of the situation. The reality is that when I eat out, I gain weight. That's the reality of it. I ate out on Saturday. We went to Applebee's and I ate out, and then I had that hamburger yesterday. Now, mind you, it was just one hamburger, but I bet you if I looked up the sodium, it would be unbelievable how much sodium is in it. And that's part of the reason I gained, not the whole 2 pounds. I'm not saying I gained 2 pounds just from one hamburger yesterday. But I bet you in sodium gain, I probably gained a pound, which will be gone tomorrow, but I won't know because I'm not weighing myself again until Monday. But if I stop thinking that I can avoid the reality, I can't avoid the consequences. The consequences of the fact is if I eat out, I'm going to gain weight. And I have eaten out in the past and lost weight, but I made better choices when I ate out. I haven't been making good choices when I eat out. So I have to get back on that train of thought that I can avoid a reality all I want, but I can't avoid the consequences of living the reality I think I should be living, because the reality of what I should be living is portion control, smarter choices when I eat out, and not eating out as much as I have been eating out. Those are the two things. And reminding myself that the most dangerous lies that you can tell are the lies you tell yourself. And I really, in the back of my mind, have been lying to myself about a lot of things. I'll say, you can have that. You can have that one donut. You can go to eat one time. Those are all lies. And you know what? I pride myself on my word. I really do. If you tell me something and I promise you that I'm not going to tell anybody that, it'll go to my grave. There are many things that I know that are going to go to my grave with me that I have told people and I've promised them because my word means so much to me. But thinking about this quote, the most dangerous lies are the lies you tell yourself, reminded me of the fact that I've never promised myself that I was going to do better. I mean, I can tell you that, like I can do this for you, I can do that for you, and promise you that I'm going to do it. And you'll know I'm going to do it because I promised it to you. So I'm making a promise right here, putting it out in the universe, throwing it out there. Catch it, everybody. I'm promising myself that this is the last gain I'm going to have in 2021. I am not going to have another gain for the year, rest of the year for 2021. I'm not saying I'm going to have a loss every week. I'm not saying that. But I'm making a promise to myself that I'm going to start realizing that I have to face the consequences of my actions, and I can do better, and I will do better. So I am promising myself that I will not have another gain this year. And you will not see me for the next, how many weeks? 16 weeks, 17 weeks that are left in this year, telling you that I had a gain. Because I have made a promise to myself, and I'm going to take that promise to my grave. And I promise you, and I don't promise you, I promise me. I'm looking at me in that camera. I promise myself I'm going to do better. I am going to face the reality of my consequences, and I am not going to lie to myself anymore. And I promise myself that I'm going to do better. So, all right, with that being said, let's see what I'm going to have for breakfast. Oh, another place I went is Kohl's. I forgot about that. I did go to Kohl's because I had birthday bucks. They gave me $10 birthday bucks, and I had $15 in Kohl's cash. So I had $25 to spend. And you know what? When you go in there, you spend more than $25. But I found a really nice purple flannel shirt, which I like. And then I got, for underneath, a long sleeve, like a knit shirt. One's pink and one's purple that go with the purple shirt. So I got 3 outfits out of it. I can either wear just the pink how did that work? I can either wear the pink shirt. No, I got more than that. I can wear the pink shirt alone. I can wear the purple shirt alone. I can wear the flannel alone. I can wear the flannel with the pink shirt, or I can wear the flannel with the purple shirt. So I got 5 tops with that 3 purchase. So, and then I only had to pay $35 is my own money. So I really got a good deal. And then the thing is too is when you're shopping, don't be rude, but be persistent. Because I was looking at that flannel shirt and it was regularly $40 and it had a sign on it that it was marked down to $24. It was on sale for $24.99. So I got to the register and it rang up at $34.99, and I told the cashier, I said, there's a sign on it that says $24.99, and she said, well, you'd have to bring me to see it. No problem. So we walked over to the department. I felt bad because it was a really long line. She was the only cashier, but I thought, it's $10. So we walked over to the thing, and right on the rack was all the same, there was a purple flannel shirt. There was all kinds of purple flannel shirts, and right on the actual arm was attached the sales sign that said regularly $40, $24.99. But then there was, and it said, I think it was Crofts and Barrel, I think is the one I got. I think that's what it was. And then right above it was some more Crofts and Barrel, which were also $40. But I guess the description like was all smeared, and she kind of like was looking at it, and she says, oh, well, you can't really tell, but on here it says for these shirts that are up here. And I go, well, the sign is on these shirts right here. It's not on that up there on the upper level. So I know that you just work here. I understand that. I said, but if I need to speak to a manager, I will speak to a manager, but you are advertising this rack right here for $24.99. And she says, you know, you're right. She says, you're going to have to call a manager. I'll give you the $10. Yeah, $10 off. Whether it was supposed to be or not, signage. Put your signs in the right spot. Okay, now I'm going to go eat my breakfast after I babbled on forever. But I'm only going to eat 2 meals today because it's really kind of late. Oh, and I went to the pool store also. I got my chemicals to close my pool. Too soon. It just seems like I just opened it. But anyway, so now it's like, it's after 2, so I haven't eaten yet at all. So I'm just going to have 2 meals today. And I haven't really planned what I'm going to have. Although I know for dinner we're going to have BLTs for dinner. I know that much for sure. But I don't know what I'm going to have for breakfast. We'll see together. Let's see what I'm having. Let's go look. Okay, look what time it is. It's time to eat. It'll be dinner time before you know it. Today is Thursday, September 2nd. We have 23 points. My new weeklies, 42 weeklies. My quote is, the first step to success is to be honest with yourself. It's a 7-point breakfast, 0 for my egg, berries, grapefruit, banana, and tea. 4 points for my ounce of cheese, and 3 points for my 8 ounces of Simply Light orange juice. It's a 7-point breakfast. Let's go eat. Okay, for dinner we're going to have some BLTs. I'm going to have some nacho chips with some salsa. This is the salsa I'm using. And I'm making my lemonade mixture with my diet and my Simply Light lemonade. It is a 14-point dinner, 4 points for my toast, 3 points for my bacon, 1 point for my Miracle Whip, 0 for the salsa, 1 point for my lemonade, and 5 points for the chips. So I'm going to end the day with 21 points. So I have 2 points I can carry over. And there's Jim. He doesn't like the Miracle Whip because I picked up the wrong one.
Exactly.
That has 50% less sodium and cholesterol. He doesn't like that. Well, picture proof that Jim does eat green. I couldn't believe I put the lettuce on the table, but I thought he was just going to have a bacon and tomato sandwich. He shocked me when he put the lettuce on there. But he was upset because I picked up the wrong Miracle Whip. I think subconsciously I know that he needs less sodium in his diet, because that's all he ever uses is Miracle Whip. But the other ones we have in the pantry are regular, so he's just going to brave through it, tough it up, as he says, and try to eat it. It tastes the same to me. The texture was a little bit thinner, but other than that, it tasted the same. I couldn't tell a taste difference at all. But who am I? I guess I'm not a Miracle Whip connoisseur like Joan and Doug over at Joan's Pointed Plate. They have it in their marriage vows that they can't have Miracle Whip in the house. Oh, Jim would be like lost. When we were first married, his mother always had salad dressing, like store brand salad dressing. We never really ate that. We had mayonnaise, regular mayonnaise. So when I was grocery shopping, I'd always buy that. And he says, why can't we ever get like the Miracle Whip? And I says, well, this is the one that your mother always had. And he says, yeah, my mother always just bought name brands, and or store brands rather. And I prefer to have a name brand, so let's just get the Miracle Whip from now on. And while we're on the subject, Jif peanut butter, Smucker's jam, Welch's grape jelly. Okay, whatever. But anyway, so, well, that's going to do it for tonight. I had a successful day, keeping my promise to myself that I did have an apple. I got a little hungry just before dinner because Jim was cutting the lawn, and I was heading for the nut jar. And I thought, no, didn't you just make a promise that you were going to have a weight loss this week? And those nuts, although they're healthy, they are a little bit of a downfall for me because I tend to eat a little bit too much of it. So I had a green Granny Smith apple instead, which took me a little bit longer than the nuts would have. So it quenched my hunger and it held me over for dinner. But don't have any plans for tomorrow. Not that I think of. I like being busy. It kept me from eating today, being busy. But I can't go to the store all the time because I spend too much money. So, okay, that's going to do it for tonight. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit that like button, share if you think somebody might like to see it. Stick with me for the rest of the year and watch me keep my promise to myself, because I will keep my promise to myself.